Hello, my name is Jesse Gardner. I am in CNL527. This is a recording of the nicotine public service announcement. I will be reading a script in between a client named Johnathan and the counselor. Hello, Johnathan. What brings you in today? Well, I'm having some problems with my girlfriend, Megan. Okay, what's going on? She's upset about me vaping. Okay. How long have you been vaping? Well, I've been vaping about 3 months. I started because she wanted me to stop smoking. Well, more like she told me if I didn't stop smoking that she was going to leave me. And I felt like I couldn't quit cold turkey, so I started vaping and just using the full strength, and then I progressively got lower dose nicotine cartridges. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Are you still on that, or have things changed? Well, last month I heard about how the government wanted to ban vaping products for some stupid reason. I mean, like, aren't people trying to get better by vaping instead of just smoking cigarettes? Like, isn't vaping better for you than smoking? No, Jonathan, actually it isn't. And I'm sorry to tell you, but it has many of the same negative side effects as smoking does. Oh, great. Well, then maybe it's better that I just went back to smoking cigarettes, because Trump was like banning vape cartridges and stuff. Okay, so you are back to smoking cigarettes then? How many have you been smoking a day? Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of doing both. Like, I vape when I'm at work because I'm not allowed to smoke in the building, and they're limiting smoke breaks because of cutbacks. And like, I don't want to give them a reason to fire me, so I vape when I'm at work. Okay. And do you smoke cigarettes too? Yes. Like I have one on the way home, and maybe if I go out with my friends at the bar, I'll have a couple more. You know, Vaping is convenient at work, but like nothing can replace the taste and feel of a real cigarette. And I feel like I need it to get through my day. And I really don't think it's that bad for you. I mean, my grandfather smoked until he was 82. I just don't think it's as big of a deal as everyone makes it out to be. And then I kind of think it's just like government propaganda for control, and then, maybe my girlfriend's just trying to control me too. Okay, well, let's talk about cigarettes. The addictive ingredient is cigarettes is nicotine. Do you know how nicotine works in the body and the negative side effects that go along with it? No, no one's ever really explained it to me. I just know that it helps me relax, and I haven't seen any negative side effects. Smoking seems to already have become a barrier in your relationship with your girlfriend, but we'll discuss that after we talk about what's happening on the inside of your body. Nicotine is an addictive chemical that can rewire the reward systems of the brain and lead to dependence. This dependence can then lead to depression, anxiety, mood swings, and diminished work performance and presence in relationships. Tobacco is also a major factor in the deaths of over 480,000 people in America and affects over 7 million people across the globe. Well, how did it kill that many people? I mean, I don't even know if I believe that. Okay, well, smoking is a major factor in heart disease, stroke, cancer, emphysema, bronchitis, lung disease, and diabetes. Okay, so what do you mean by heart disease? Heart disease is a broad term that includes the narrowing of the arteries that result in blockages and can lead to a stroke. It also refers to increased blood pressure, and that can lead to brain bleeds and damage other organs. It also can cause spasms in the heart and cause it to beat erratically. So, what is that, like a heart attack? Yes, it's a major contributor to heart attacks. But how does smoking just give you a heart attack? Cigarette smoke contains toxic chemicals that are used during its production. These chemicals get into the bloodstream and then into the organs of the body. These toxic chemicals cause irritation and inflammation that make it hard for organs to function properly. It also damages the cells within the organs and can mutate them, cause them to grow irregularly, and is a precursor to cancer. So every time you smoke a cigarette, you intake chemicals that destroy your lungs, kidneys, and create dependency in your brain. Oh, well, if it's that bad, then like, why do I love doing it? Like, every time I smoke a cigarette, I feel better. Well, the reason for that is that it contains nicotine. Nicotine is also a stimulant that can give you a boost of energy and create a sense of sharp mental awareness and raises the blood pressure. People often compare it to a morning cup of coffee. This boost of energy and feelings of well being are also the result of a release of dopamine. What's dopamine? Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. Okay, and what's that? Dopamine is a chemical inside of the brain that is used to communicate with the rest of the body. It is commonly known as the happy chemical because it is associated with pleasure and happiness. It is released during sex, when we eat savory food, and plays a critical role in motivation, mood, and positivity. Nicotine releases this chemical. Our bodies recognize this, and it creates a desire for the dopamine release that's associated with smoking a cigarette. This attachment between positive feelings and nicotine creates the behavioral motivation to smoke cigarettes. But the brain does not make us acutely aware of the negative effects that the rest of the body is getting from it. The reward the brain seeks for nicotine consumption comes at a great cost to the rest of the body. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I could see that. Do you see a connection there? Well, when I was little, my uncle died a painful and long death from not being able to breathe. I knew that he smoked, but no one ever told me what smoking does to the body. I saw him basically drown in his own lungs because of pneumonia. He coughed up blood and seemed to never stop coughing. It kept me up at night and it scared me. Maybe it was all a result of smoking. Well, from the information you told me, I believe that it was. Smoking provides temporary pleasure but at a great personal cost. I think that your girlfriend knows this, and that is why she's so concerned about your tobacco use. I don't think that she's trying to control you. I think she is trying to save your life and your health. You mentioned earlier that smoking was causing friction in your relationship. Smoking will not only destroy your health, it can also destroy the lives of the people that you love the most. You may even lose them too. Yeah, but what about vaping? Why is it as bad as smoking? Vaping provides the same level of nicotine to the body and therefore the same level of toxicity to organs and damage to the heart. It also contains chemicals that are bad for your body, including heavy metals and chemical flavorings. Recent research has shown that the oil that is used in vaping can damage the lungs because it is heated before being inhaled. This can damage the alveoli and reduce your ability to transfer oxygen to the blood, and it is commonly referred to as popcorn lung. Oh, wow. It doesn't seem like there's any safe way to ingest nicotine. I think I need to reconsider using it and get on a plan to stop completely. I don't want to lose my girlfriend and my life over something that is killing me every time I use it. Thanks for giving me this information. I wasn't ever told about this. I will go home and talk with Megan, tell her what I've learned, apologize, and ask for help to get clean. Thank you for this information.